What's up, everybody? My name is Daddy, and I'm learning how to law. This is my channel. Thank you all for showing up. Thank you. So if you clicked the short and got here, thank you very much. If you just found me just randomly, I don't know how you found me. Thank you. But today's video, we're going to discuss. I'm going to show you some pictures here in just a second. We're going to discuss how DoorDash is purposefully stealing from their delivery drivers. We do not work for DoorDash. We work with DoorDash. We are partnered with DoorDash. Okay, so when DoorDash commits theft against their partners, that's a big no-no. Like, we are quite literally the people that keep you in business. If you're going to take our money, then we can go use other platforms. Like, there's a couple videos on YouTube. I don't know what happened, but apparently there's thousands of people who are just canceling orders when they get them and just like leaving DoorDash with the bill. Like, so somewhere in some state, you angered enough people to where they're doing like kind of unthinkable things. But anyways, want to stay on track. This is about how I caught DoorDash stealing from me. If they're stealing from me, then they're stealing from you. That's what this whole channel is about, is we all have the same rights available to us. We all have the same universal human rights, and we have additional rights guaranteed to us depending on what part of the world we live in. Okay, so again, I taught you that in previous videos. Go look that up if you haven't. This specifically, like I said, I caught them stealing from me. So if they're stealing from me, then they are stealing from you. Okay, so let's get to the pictures. All right, everybody. So all the information that I'm going to pull for you is either going to come from the DoorDash customer support or from pictures that I've taken. So that way you can verify yourself through visual verification that what I'm saying is fact. Okay, I'm not making it up. It isn't. Oh, I love you, babe. It is in fact. Oh man, went out my head real quick. Hold on. Okay, I'm not making it up. It's here for you to read. This is DoorDash customer support's policy, right? So this is just one of those things I'm going to show you, right? So one of the reasons that we drivers do not get tips is because of stuff like this. I'm going to explain this, and then I'm going to show you the other fees that that DoorDash charges customers that prevents us from getting tipped in the first place. And I have proof that this happened yesterday. So 1 second, okay? So just right here, while I've been talking, you can read how taxes are calculated. On the next screen, I'm going to show you specifically, this is a service fee, right? So they charge a 15% service fee, a minimum of $3 and a maximum of $14.99. That means that they're charging a $15 tip, right? Just because they feel that they can, okay? So DoorDash gets this. We delivery drivers, we don't get this. They take it upon themselves to charge this, and then we don't get any of this, okay? They feel that this allows DoorDash to maintain systems and pay people to do this and do that, right? Like, this is basically to work the app. And then you still have to pay taxes for your food. And then, okay, 1 second. Back on, I think June, I gotta find June 15th real quick. I showed you all the out-of-bounds delivery fee, so let me show you that, because they will charge that as well. So on top of the 15% tip, on top of the tax, they're also going to charge a delivery fee. I've showed you the picture for that. I got to find it. And then an expanded range delivery fee. So let me find that real quick. Hold on. All right, so as you can see up here, it says this is from DoorDash.com, pricing and payment, right? So on this page, setting up payment fees for returning to pick up delivery, right? So again, right here's where I want you to focus, okay? It says under pricing and payment that, let me see if I can highlight it for you. Let me use red. There we go. Oops, there we go. Okay, deliveries within 5 miles incur a base rate of $9.75. So that means that if you are within the zone, they will charge you $9.75 flat rate. Okay, that's just bare minimum flat rate. $9.75 is what you get charged. Now, there are times where they will give you free delivery fees if you are inside of the boundary, and that's just because they need to drum up business. But that is not always the case. Okay, they will charge bare minimum $9.75 within that first 5 miles, and anything after the first 5 miles, they will charge an additional 75 cents per mile, up to a maximum of 15 miles. Okay, so Keep that in mind. Now, this is coming directly from the DoorDash website, okay? So they will charge $9.75 for the first 5 miles and then up to 15 miles, okay? So let's figure that out. Right, so if they're going to charge 15 miles, an additional 75 cents per mile, right, that means that they can make an additional $11.25. Now, if you add that to the $9.75 base pay for that first 5 miles plus $9.75, that means that they just made $21 for the delivery fee. Now, when they put it on there that it's for delivery fee, customers think that the delivery driver is the one who gets that money. So I just got $21 for delivering because that's my fee for delivering, right? You would think that, but again, DoorDash specifically states that we drivers do not get the delivery fee. We do not get right, like the thing that we get is the expanded range delivery fee. That's what we get, because if you have to deliver outside of the boundary, we get an additional X amount of dollars because we don't get deliveries to come back, right? And here's my proof of that. 1 second. Oh my God, so many pictures to go through. Okay, well, here we go. Right? When you are out of bounds, when you're out of the zone, this is what you're going to see. It looks like you're too far out for delivery, right? And DoorDash, right? These are pulled from other customers, and other dashers sent these to me. These are from different markets. That's why you're going to see that the rates are all different, okay? But in each of these, right, $15 in fees before tipping is absurd. Yes, I agree. That's what affects our tip, because if DoorDash is going to charge $15 in fees just before any tip is applied, that means that there's $15 less of a tip that I can get because that customer no longer has that $15, right? If a customer was going to give me a $15 tip because I have to drive 2 towns over and I have to deliver a massive catering meal, right? Like that $15 tip is now a $2 tip because I just had to pay right here $15 in fees, not just in fees, right? Okay, and that doesn't even count tax, right? So let's go over here to the next one, right? So delivery fee $5.49, service fee gets charged as well. That's the one that's their tip, right? We can charge you up to 15%, right? So up to $14.99 is what they can charge. So, and then they charge tax on top of that, right? And then luckily enough, this person got a $6.50 tip, right? That was very nice, right? And then this one right here, this shows that they still charge an expanded range fee, right? That's what I'm trying to harp on about over the last couple of DoorDash videos is there is an expanded range fee that is supposed to be paid to you when you drive outside of the zone, right? This is guaranteed to you. This is my proof. 1 second. Okay. This is I had to go into Messenger and find this. This was quite literally, I sent it to my wife immediately because I was like, oh, they're charging the delivery fees. Look, right for the video. But right here, you can see DoorDash delivery fee. They charge an additional $2.99 on top. So, and that's because we're delivering outside of the zone. Okay. All the other stuff here, right? There's the service fee. Okay, they can charge up to $14.99, but they charge $2.25 here because it was such a minute amount. All right, so they're charging all this stuff. As you can see, we didn't get a tip because this person was already charged a delivery fee, right? So the customer thinks we're getting that, and we didn't. Okay, and then they're getting charged a service fee, and then they're also getting charged taxes, and then they have to pay for their food, right? So that's a lot of stuff that they have to pay for before we actually get our tip. So DoorDash, you are purposefully lowering our tip every single time that you do this, right? Like you owe us money. You charged the delivery fee for delivering out of bounds. Here's my proof. 1 second. All right, this was me accepting the offer. Okay, so as you can see, for roughly 15 minutes of my time, right? I got this at 6:37. Okay, and then here we go. Right here we are. Sorry, I'm trying to move move all the stuff. I think I covered my wife's face. It's okay though. I love you, babe. Sorry. This is the as soon as we dropped off, right? This is where we ended up. You can see that we are out of zone. That's why the customer was charged the additional delivery fee. Okay, because right now I'm pretty sure that there's a promotion going on where there's free delivery fees going on. But again, they're still going to charge you for delivering outside of the zone. So when that happens, we delivery drivers are supposed to get this. 1 second, pop. All right, so see how we're supposed to get the $2 for leaving your zone, right? It's supposed to show up as a zone exit bonus, $2 at the end. Here's a different town that we're driving out to. We're not just delivering out here, out of the zone in this town, because this is Clarkston over here, this is Lewiston over here, and then this is Assaton. I don't care how they say it. They say Soton down here, like they're Canadian or whatever, right? There's no U sound. It's a, right? So it's either a, like apple, or a, like ace, right? There's no funny little, you know, it's a or a. So Assaton. Okay, when you go out to Assaton, you're delivering really far out there. See, 8.9 miles out, right? As soon as you hit right here, that right there is where the zone ends. So all this right here, you have to drive. You're supposed to get the $2 bonus because you don't get paid to drive all the way back. Okay, you don't. So there's too many people sitting in town waiting for deliveries, and because DoorDash is proximity based, they don't guarantee that you get a delivery if you're way out here, out of the zone, right? They're not going to guarantee you that. I have recordings of people saying that. I have to actually find, but again, that's coming straight from DoorDash's mouth. Okay, here's another how it should look. $2 zone X bonus. Here's a different one going out here. Same exact area as the first delivery I just showed you. That receipt, that long receipt, was going out here. Okay, so see how I'm supposed to get a $2 bonus for leaving your zone, right? It's supposed to look like this, $2 zone exit bonus, but okay, but as you can see, not only did I get goose egged for the tip, because again, DoorDash charged the delivery fee and the service fee, so customer thinks that the delivery driver gets that, which we don't, right? So again, that's why we're supposed to get the $2 delivery fee, because we delivered out of bounds. Now DoorDash, this is one of those rare instances where they try to immediately force through an order. It hasn't happened in quite some time, but I declined it so that way as I can get a picture for you, right? But as you can see right here, delivery's out of zone. He was charged the out of zone delivery fee. So again, even when you have a free delivery bonus, right, for whatever reason, right, like today's Sunday, right, and we're doing free delivery for all wings, right? So any place that delivers wings, like, you get free delivery for, right? Like that has happened before in Colorado Springs, right? That used to happen with Buffalo Wild Wings a lot. Okay, so that's why I'm using that as an example. So this right here is very basically, we deliver out of bounds for whatever reason, you're supposed to give us the $2 tip, and you did not. Okay, so again, that's one fee that you are stealing. That just this fee, since the last video that I sent you, they have mistakenly forgotten to give I would say roughly a good $40 to $50. So I'll save that for a different video, right? Once the other fee I'm going to talk to you about are the bonuses that they're stealing. Okay, well, I actually can't find it, and I'm running out of recording space, and I still have to edit this, so I apologize. I have to delete some stuff, and I will present my evidence for you so that way you can see it. But they are deliberately stealing promotion bonuses. So I explained to you in a previous video how peak pay works, and how it stacks with bonuses, and how you can have multiple bonuses going at the same time, and how you're entitled to each and every single one of them regardless. As long as you were completing the deliveries, you were entitled to them. But I'm going to have to explain that again further, because DoorDash apparently doesn't understand that. Now again, I understand all of this because I used to be a part of the DoorDash Council, which means I used to help with the rules and regulations once upon a time. I haven't this last year because we're stuck here in Idaho against our will. But again, those are for later videos. But again, thank you all to my 44 subscribers. I just put out a short to explain what we're doing right now. So if you haven't seen that, go click on that for me, please, just to help the metrics. But thank you for watching this video. I appreciate you. I will get further videos out discussing the other fees. I gotta make space first, and I gotta find those pictures. So thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. If I don't get another video out, that video will be put out tomorrow. Thank you for watching.